Hello everyone, welcome to the virtual class of corporate accounting. At present, we are discussing one of the most important topic called redemption of RPS, that is redeemable preference shares. In previous a few lectures, I have discussed full length questions including all calculations, journal entries and balance sheet in vertical form as per the syllabus of Saurashtra University. Today I would like to discuss one more practical question with a few important adjustments. Let us visit the question first. On your screen, balance sheet is available in horizontal form. Liability side, amount, assets and amount. After discussion of so many questions, now I don't want to waste single minute in explanation of the items included on liability side and asset side, because now you all are capable enough to identify the things. Let us focus on the item available on liability side in red circle. In this question, we have two types of redeemable preference shares. First, 1650 redeemable preference shares of rupees 100 each, fully paid. So amount is 1,65,000. And second, 33,000 redeemable preference shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 paid up. Amount 2,64,000. Here we have two types of redeemable preference shares, and we need to check our additional information regarding the information of redemption. As per the information available on the screen, we need to redeem both types of preference shares at 4% redemption premium. Means we need to redeem first and second, both types of preference shares simultaneously. So the process of redemption remains same, and it is a common for both the types of preference shares, or you can say the process of redemption for both types of preference shares moving simultaneously. Investments are sold for rupees 1,81,500. After that, company issued required number of preference shares, each of rupees 50 at par, means at face value, so that bank balance is maintained at rupees 29,700. Same as a previous question. Here, number of shares issued by the company is not given. That we need to calculate at our own. But information related to closing bank balance at the end of the adjustment of RPS is given. It means at the end of the process of RPS redemption, we need to maintain a bank balance or cash balance, whatever it is given in the question, at rupees 29,700. I just want to draw your attention that it is turning point of our answer. We need to issue required number of new preference shares in such a way so that we can maintain bank balance of rupees 29,700 at the end. It means entire calculation of redemption is working around maintenance of the bank balance that we will do. Existing equity shareholders are to be given one fully paid bonus equity share for every 2 shares held from the capital redemption reserve, that is CRR, the reserve that we have created to redeem RPS from divisible profit. Pass necessary journal entries and prepare balance sheet thereafter. Now we need to move towards the solution of the problem, and it is one of the important transaction with one of the most important adjustment related to maintenance of closing balance. So in previous lecture I have discussed same kind of question. Again we are doing same kind of question for the purpose of our practice and to get idea related to the pattern of calculation. So be very much conscious while solution of the problem. First of all, we need to sell our investment. And when we are selling our investment, either we are earning a profit or we are suffering from a loss. As per the information given in the balance sheet, cost price of the investment is rupees 1,65,000. In the adjustment, or you can say additional information, it is given that these investments are sold for rupees 1,81,500. Cost price is 1,65,000. Sell price is rupees 1,81,500. So the amount of difference is rupees 16,500. You can check the calculation mentioned in the bracket for your reference. Sell price 1,81,500 minus cost price 1,65,000. So the amount is 16,500, and as the sell price is greater, the difference is referred to as profit. If it is less, then the resultant figure is treated as loss. But in the given case, sell price is higher than cost. So difference of rupees 16,500 is referred to as profit. Let us pass journal entry for this transaction. We have received 1,81,500. We have sold investment of rupees 1,65,000 and we have earned a profit of rupees 16,500. So journal entry: bank account debited 1,81,500 to investments account 1,65,000 to profit and loss account 16,500. So with this entry, the process of selling the investment comes to an end. This is additional transaction, but this transaction is playing important role at the time of calculation of closing balance that we need to maintain as per the information available to us in our question. Let us move towards the main process of our redemption. Now, the process of redemption is moving according to steps that we have defined right from very first question. The first step is to to convert partly paid shares into fully paid. As per the provisions of the Act, it is not possible for the company to redeem partly paid shares. So it is a compulsory for us to make it fully paid up. Now, check the balance sheet of the question. We have two types of preference shares. First, redeemable preference shares. Face value is 100 and paid up value of the share is also 100. For RPS 2, face value is rupees 10 and paid up value is rupees 8. So, when you compare this information, you can easily say that RPS 1 is fully paid up and RPS 2, where face value is 10 and paid up value is 8. RPS 2 are partly paid up. It means we need not to call anything from RPS 1, but we need to call a amount of rupees 2 per share in order to convert these partly paid shares into fully paid up. So amount required in final call rupees 2 per share. Therefore, total amount received rupees 66,000. Don't get confused for the figure of rupees 66,000. Simply check liability side of the balance sheet. You will get the figure of 33,000 shares multiplied by 2 rupees on final call. 33,000 multiplied by 2 is equal to 66,000. Let us pass journal entry for these transaction. We have received 66,000 from RPS holders on RPS capital number 2. One number is fully paid up, so we need to call from capital 2. Bank account debited 66,000 to RPS capital account 66,000. For our reference and to avoid the mistakes and misunderstanding at a future stage, I have given a number over here. This is RPS 1 and this is RPS 2. So as we can easily identify, because both these share capitals are referred to as redeemable preference shares. But for the purpose of our easy understanding, we need to mark numbers to both categories, either 1, 2 or AB or XY or whatever the percentages are given, say for example 10% RPS or 12% RPS, whatever it is. But we need something to identify capital 1 and capital 2. So I have mentioned 2 over here because we have received amount on RPS 2, face value 10 and paid up capital is rupees 8 per share. I hope all of you are clear with this calculation. Step number 2. Step number 2 is all about calculation of amount payable to shareholders. As we all know that we have two types of RPS capital and we need to redeem both the types of RPS capital to their shareholders. It is already mentioned in additional information. Let us calculate RPS capital 1, 1,650 shares and face value is rupees 100. So total amount 1,65,000. RPS capital 2, 33,000 shares face value is rupees 10. Earlier, rupees 8 paid up per share. We have already called 2 rupees on a final call. So we need to pay 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. So 33,000 shares multiplied by rupees 10 per share. So amount is 3,30,000. So total share capital inclusive of RPS category 1 and RPS category 2 amounting to rupees 4,95,000. As per information, we need to redeem these RPS at 4% premium. You can check information given in the part of additional information. That is the second part of our question. Now, we need to redeem both types of RPS at 4% premium. So 4,95,000 total amount payable as capital multiplied by 4% is equal to 19,800. 4,95,000 payable as capital, 19,800 rupees payable as redemption premium. So total amount payable to RPS holders 5,14,800. We need to pay 1,65,000 to the holders of RPS 1, 3,30,000 to RPS 2, and in all a premium of 19,800 to both the types of preference shares. So total amount payable by the company on the occasion of redemption of RPS is rupees 5,14,800. Journal entry for these transaction, it's a very simple and routine. We have passed these kind of entry numbers of time in previous all questions. RPS capital account debited 1,65,000. RPS capital account debited 3,30,000. RPS redemption premium account debited 19,800 to RPS holders account 5,14,800. Here I have debited RPS capital type 1 and RPS capital type 2 separately. It may be possible that in some of the book it is debited in consolidated amount, like RPS capital account debited 4,95,000. So don't get confused with the figure of 4,95,000. These 4,95,000 is nothing more than a total of type 1 1,65,000 and type 2 3,30,000. So ultimately it is one in the same. It may be possible that there may be some change in the pattern of presentation, but as I think fit, I have passed entry for both types of capital separately, and it is the most appropriate way to pass journal entries. At the end of step 2, now we are entering into most important part of our solution, that is arrangement of fund for capital part. As we know that we are in need of rupees 4,95,000 in order to adjust capital part for the purpose of redemption. 1,65,000 for type 1, 3,30,000 for type 2. So total 4,95,000. Now refer the question once. In our question, it is given that the company should issue required number of preference shares of rupees 50 each at par. At par means face value. But it is given as required number. Now the problem is how many shares we need to issue, it is not given. So there is lots of problem for us. If we don't know the amount of numbers of shares to be issued by the company, we cannot calculate amount transferred to capital redemption reserve, that is CRR. In this question, everything is based on the adjustment of closing bank balance. So this part will be the most important part of our answer. Let us calculate everything very perfectly without any mistake. As per the instruction, the company has to maintain a bank balance of, let us move to the most important calculation of this question, that is related to number of shares to be issued by the company. As per the instruction given in the question, at the end we need to maintain a bank balance of rupees 29,700. Our entire calculation is moving around this figure. Anyhow, with the numbers of shares issued by the company, we need to maintain this balance. So please don't forget this amount to maintain at the end of our calculations. Here we have prepared a list of receipt and payment. Opening balance of rupees 1,65,000 is given in the balance sheet of the question. Amount received by the company from the sale of investment is rupees 1,81,500. Amount received by the company on final call on RPS type 2, 66,000. We have completed calculation of these 181,500 and 66,000 at earlier stage. And in step number 2, we have decided to pay 5,14,800 rupees. Again, after this receipt and payment, we need to maintain a balance of rupees 29,700. So the question is, how many shares to be issued by the company? In order to pay 5,14,800 after retaining balance of rupees 29,700. For this purpose, we need to prepare a systematic table showing calculation of all receipts and payment. Opening balance 1,65,000 given on the asset side of the balance sheet. Add amount received from the sale of investment. You can check first transaction that we have completed in our calculation related to sale of investment, 181,500 plus amount received on final call of RPS type 2, step number 1 of the process of RPS redemption, 66,000. Consider over here 66,000. add new issue of preference shares at par? That we don't know. That is why I have inserted a question mark over here. And total, that we don't know. Until and unless we can calculate the figure of preference shares issued by the company, we cannot calculate this total. Less amount required for the payment to RPS holders, 5,14,800. So closing balance of bank account 29,700, that we need to maintain at the end of our calculation. This information is given to us in our question. Now we need to fill these two blanks. So we need to calculate in reverse order. First, consider the amount payable to RPS holders, 5,14,800, and amount required in the bank account at the end, 29,700. It means we need a total amount of 5,44,500. These 5,44,500 is a total of amount required for the purpose of payment and retention of the balance. Now we have figure of receipt 1,65,000 plus 1,81,500 plus 66,000, 4,12,500. We have 4,12,500. We need 5,44,500. So the balancing figure is rupees 1,32,000 that we need to collect by the issue of new preference shares at par. Let us calculate the number of preference shares. Amount collected by new issue 1,32,000. Face value of the new preference shares rupees 50, and as per information these shares are issued at par. So amount received per share is rupees 50. If it is issued at premium, amount received per share would be different. If it is issued at discount, then also it is different. But here shares are issued at par means shares are issued at face value. So face value is 50, amount received per share is also 50. So number of new preference shares issued by the company, we need to receive total of rupees 1,32,000 by issuing 50 rupees per share. So number of shares are 2,640. These number of shares are highly important to us to wind up our calculation. Without calculating these numbers, it is not possible for us to adjust the amount of capital part. Now we can complete adjustment of fund for capital part using the figures. As we all know, we need capital part for rupees 4,95,000, 1,65,000 for type 1 and 3,30,000 for type B or type 2. Now focus on this number 1,32,000. We had issued 2,640 new preference shares of rupees 50 each. Just before a few minutes, we have completed a calculation of rupees 1,32,000. So out of total requirement of rupees 4,95,000, we have collected rupees 1,32,000 by issuing new shares or new securities. So 4,95,000, of which 1,32,000 collected by new issue. So the amount transferred by the company to capital redemption reserve, that is CRR account from divisible profit, is rupees 3,63,000. You can check on the screen. I have already mentioned this figure, and these 3,63,000 rupees are collected from general reserve account, as the amount of general reserve account is enough to meet the requirement of the company to transfer at CRR, capital redemption reserve. After this calculation, now our answer is on track. Let us pass journal entry for new issue. It is issued at par, so we need to pass entry accordingly. Bank account debited 1,32,000 to new preference share capital account 1,32,000 at par. It is not at premium, so it is considered as at par, because as per the information we have issued our shares at par, so it is wrongly written as a premium. Now amount transferred to CRR, capital redemption reserve. We have transferred rupees 3,63,000 from general reserve. So entry general reserve account debited 3,63,000 to capital redemption reserve account 3,63,000. Step number 4, adjustment of RPS redemption premium. We have to redeem our RPS at premium, and amount of RPS redemption premium is rupees 19,800. As per the information given in the opening balance sheet, we have security premium of rupees 49,500. We need only 19,800 and we have 49,500. So amount of security premium is more than enough to adjust RPS redemption premium. So we are not looking forward any other source for adjustment. Even we cannot utilize amount of security premium in full, because out of these 49,500 we are in need of only 19,800. So journal entry for this transaction: securities premium account debited 19,800 to RPS redemption premium account 19,800. In this way, we have adjusted RPS redemption premium of rupees 19,800. At the end of step number 4, now we are ready to pay amount to RPS holders, type A and type B, or type 1 and type 2 altogether. So calculation of amount payable to RPS holders, that we have already done in step number 2. You can revise step number 2 for this calculation. Amount paid to RPS holders 5,14,800. So journal entry for this payment is: RPS holders account debited 5,14,800 to bank account 5,14,800. So we have paid amount to RPS holders in order to complete the process of RPS redemption. In this question, apart from step number 1 to 5, we have 6th step as well. That is issue of bonus shares from CRR account. As per information given, we need to issue bonus shares in the ratio of 2:1. Let us check the information given in the balance sheet for numbers of equity shares. The company had originally 6,600 number of equity shares. The ratio of bonus issue is 2:1. It means the company has to issue one bonus share for every two equity shares held. It means if you have two equity shares, the company will offer you one bonus. So in this pattern, we can calculate number of bonus shares to be issued by the company. On 6,600 original equity shares, existing equity shares, the company has issued bonus in the ratio of 1/2. So 3,300 number of shares offered by the company as a bonus to their equity shareholders. And amount required for the bonus issue is rupees 3,30,000. Let us pass journal entry for this transaction. Capital redemption reserve account debited 3,30,000 to equity share capital account 3,30,000. We have enough amount in our capital redemption reserve account. So first of all, we will utilize amount of CRR. CRR account debited to equity share capital account credited. With this, our entire process comes to an end. Let us arrange all the journal entries in a proper format to complete our answer. First, sale of investment at profit being is also written over here. Second, amount received on final call from RPS capital type 2. Third, amount payable to both types of RPS holders, including RPS redemption premium. Fourth, issue of new preference shares of rupees 50 at par. We have completed this calculation in step number 3. Amount transferred to CRR account from general reserve. It is also part of step number 3, arrangement of the fund for capital part. Adjustment of RPS redemption premium against security premium account, as we had enough amount in securities premium account. Otherwise, we need to use profit and loss account. Then amount paid to RPS holders, and at last issue of bonus equity shares from capital redemption reserve account. I hope everybody is clear with the journal entries. After completion of journal entries, let us move towards preparation of the balance sheet. As I discussed in first lecture and onwards all the lectures, that we need to prepare our balance sheet in vertical form. Whatever the format given to us in our examination question, it doesn't make any difference. We need to follow guideline given in our syllabus. The first item of the balance sheet is equity and liabilities. It includes shareholders fund. Shareholders fund includes the first item, share capital. Amount of share capital is 11,22,000. Note number 1. We have completed this calculation in note number 1. On the left hand side of the screen, balance sheet is given from your question for your reference. In the given balance sheet, we had equity shares of rupees 100 each for rupees 6,60,000 and 6,600 in numbers. Let us calculate share capital using all the adjustment. Existing shares, 6,600 shares multiplied by 100 rupees equals to 6,60,000. This figure is directly picked up from the existing balance sheet. During the course of redemption process, we have issued bonus shares from capital redemption reserve account. For your reference, you can check step number 6, issue of bonus shares in the proportion of 2:1. So 3,300 bonus shares were issued. Face value is 100. So amount of bonus share capital is 3,30,000. So total equity share capital is 9,90,000. 1650 RPS that we have already redeemed, so we cannot enter in the new balance sheet. 33,000 RPS given over here, that is also cancelled because we have redeemed these shares. But for the purpose of redemption, the company has issued 2,640 new preference shares of rupees 50 each. For your reference, you can check step number 3, new issue. In this way, the company has collected rupees 1,32,000 for new preference share capital. So total share capital of the company 9,90,000 plus 1,32,000 is equal to 11,22,000. These 11,22,000 is inserted in the balance sheet with note number 1 as share capital. Second and most important calculation of this chapter is related to reserves and surplus. Amount of reserves and surplus is rupees 3,76,200. It is mentioned in note number 2. Let us visit note number 2. On left hand side of your screen, old balance sheet is given. Old balance sheet means the balance sheet available in the question. Using this information, we need to calculate amount of reserves and surplus. Let us check. Amount of general reserve is 6,60,000. You can check on the given balance sheet. Out of 6,60,000, amount transferred to CRR account is 3,63,000. To understand the figure of 3,63,000, you can check calculation of step number 3. We have transferred rupees 3,63,000 from general reserve. So 6,60,000 minus 3,63,000 is equal to 2,97,000. Profit and loss account. In our question, information related to profit and loss account is not given in the balance sheet. So amount given for profit and loss account is 0. This is most important item because here profit and loss account is not given. So it may be possible that we skip this item at the calculation. But at the time of selling of our investment, in a very first entry of our solution, we have earned a profit of rupees 16,500. So what will happen? 0 balance in opening plus a profit received 16,500. So balance of profit and loss account is 16,500. Capital redemption reserve account created out of general reserve 3,63,000. But out of these 3,63,000, the company has utilized rupees 3,30,000 for the purpose of bonus issue. For your reference, you can check step number 6, issue of bonus shares. 3,63,000 minus 3,30,000. So balance available to us in CRR account is rupees 33,000. Securities premium 49,500. Out of 49,500 rupees available to us in the balance sheet of the question, we have utilized rupees 19,800 rupees to adjust RPS redemption premium. You can check step number 4 to find out the figure of 19,800. We have already passed journal entry securities premium account debited to RPS redemption premium account. So 19,800 rupees deducted from these 49,500. So the balance amount of security premium account is 29,700. In this way, we have general reserve of 2,97,000, profit and loss account of 16,500, CRR for 33,000, and securities premium for 29,700. So the balance of reserves and surplus account is 3,76,200. Let us move towards balance sheet. 3,76,200. Then add other current liabilities 1,65,000. Check the balance sheet given in the question. Other current liabilities are given as rupees 1,65,000. No adjustments are there. So directly 1,65,000 inserted in the balance sheet. So total of equity and liabilities are 16,63,200. Let us move towards second part of our balance sheet. It is related to assets. The first asset then we need to insert is related to fixed assets, and amount of fixed assets is 14,68,500, and amount for current assets 1,94,700. Let us check this calculation first. Plant and machinery 5,68,500, land and building 8 lakhs, and furniture 1 lakh. Plant machinery, land and building, and furniture. All these three items are included under the category of non-current assets or fixed assets. Total of all three fixed assets are 14,68,500. That you can check over here. Now, using same balance sheet of the question, prepare calculation of current asset. On a current asset, we have bank balance of rupees 29,700. In your question, information related to closing bank balance that we need to maintain is given. If you want to calculate, you can check step number 3 that we have completed for the calculation of number of new preference shares issued by the company. All receipt minus all payment items equals to closing bank balance. So without wasting much time on this calculation, because it is ready-made given, directly enter in the calculations. Bank balance 29,700, stock 1,65,000, that is given over here. No adjustments are there in stock. So total of the current asset is 1,94,700 that we have inserted over here. So total of the balance sheet on asset side is 16,63,200. I hope everybody is clear with all notes and calculations. I am expecting same kind of question in examination, including the adjustment of closing bank balance, because it is only the point of calculation and higher level of understanding in this chapter. See you in next virtual class. Thank you. God bless you. Keep learning, keep growing.